What's up, everybody? I got a question. Real quick for everybody. Uniqo Tori. Is it professional or unprofessional to walk out of a place of work in 2022? Let me know, Joe.
If you got good reason.
Go for it. Tori, how about you?
Oh, do what you want when it comes to that. Yeah, it doesn't really. If I feel like that, if that's what you feel you need to do, that's probably what you should do.
If you were still at a place where you was happy to get a hot dog and pizza, then I would say probably don't walk out of there. But if you're a place where you eat like the boss, I think you can leave if you want to.
Yeah, so that's one of the topics today. The big topic: Sasha Banks and Bayley has walked out of WWE Monday Night Raw. They made a statement.
Banks and Naomi, not Bayley. Bayley has not walked out.
Yeah, Bayley was almost walked out one time, but she didn't. Naomi walked out.
Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Yeah, shout out to the Black Queens. Bayley showed support. Bayley did show support.
Yes, she did. I saw that tweet.
Welcome to Just a Fan. We have Uniqo at the top. How you doing today, Uniqo?
I'm doing well, man. My boy Tori had a good day today, and so I'm gonna try my luck to summon some stuff on Dragon Ball Legends.
Yeah. And we have my boy T Ramsey. How you doing today, T Ramsey?
You already know. Beautiful day. Here to talk about some fandoms. Give you a nice scumbaggy take somewhere along the lines.
Yeah. And it's your boy Life is May, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And this is Just a Fan, where we just talk about whatever going on in the entertainment world, from Freddie Gibbs every month going after some New York rapper and getting the beats put on him. All the way,
play with the butcher. All
the way to Kendrick Lamar news, all of that kind of stuff, man. There's a lot going on. Shout out to Nikita Lyons for saying she wanted to name her finishing move after the Glam Slam. I guess it's the Yam Slam. We support it.
She should have, man. They should have called it the Yam Slam. We all called it that from the get-go, though.
I saw her walking on the beach today, so that was
hey,
yo, listen. That pen was enough, which was her idea, by the way. Shout out to her, to get Drake to hit that follow button. That's all you need to know.
When you see that followed by Champagne Poppy, ooh.
I have a question. What's
that, Joe?
This is the show where we can just talk amongst friends, right?
Yeah,
so let me ask this question. So I'm seeing her, and she's in, like, sometimes she's in the gym kickboxing and doing like the next Karate Kid stuff. I'm like, she obviously has real combat skill. But then other times, like, she just on the beach. So is she down in Orlando between, like, what show is she on?
NXT, they always in Florida.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Cause I was like, man, did Drake fly her out? And then he take the video? I was like, cause I feel like he would spend time with her and do stuff like that. I believe. Yeah. So that's
hey, if anything could take you away from wrestling, it could be a child from Drake.
Well, you're not wishing a child from Drake on that young lady, unless she want it.
I bet she make more money from that than she make from Vince McMahon.
All I know is she want a feature and
a feature. What? She's a rapper.
She does music. So
oh Lord, I didn't know that. Girl, stick to dropping that thing on people's chest and necks.
Yo, the amount of people that would just like that watch that show that don't really usually watch it was insane.
That was like the Yam Slam is something first.
Shout out to but we got a lot to talk about today.
We got the gorilla dumpy, yo.
It is what it is, so.
But yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Hopefully we'll be joined by Monte.
Knock that into orbit.
Like I said, we have new things. We got super thanks if y'all want to show appreciation or whatever. If y'all want to support a growing company, you can. It's not required. I don't require none of that. A simple like and subscribe and maybe a comment and African or what's in the comments will be very sufficient for this channel to help us grow. You know, we want to grow.
Maybe share.
Yeah, share it too. Put it on Facebook if you really enjoyed it. You like the topic, interact. And ask our first question too. What do y'all think? Is it unprofessional, professional to walk out of your place of work in 2022? Let us know. I want to know y'all thoughts. I want to know how y'all feel about this. But we got a lot. We got some other stuff to talk about. We got a lot. We got a lot today. We got
Let's get into it. This from my boy Monray.
Yeah, we get. We ain't got the Monray today. We do have a trailer that came out today. I want to know. I'm finna start first. Let me start with this. I want to talk about the trailer first. We had a trailer for She-Hulk. She-Hulk trailer.
Attorney at law.
Attorney at law. She-Hulk Attorney at law has came out, and my first reaction was, it seems fun, but this is still, I can still tell it's still in the early stages of CGI, where it still got to have those little shadows and stuff like that to come into it. But it looks smooth, except for some of the motions are off still, and like when she did a little hip thing.
It looked a little awkward when she was carrying old dude.
Yeah, it's still some shading she got to do when her arm bent and all this stuff. It has to. Tori, it seems like you're gonna get what you want, and she's still down like she is in the comic books to get on down.
Yep.
Like she took that man home, and that man said, "Hey, let's share half a fry." She's like, "Let's do more than let's take it home." I'm like, "Oh, this man."
As I say,
this man wanted.
That's what I wanted to see. I needed her to still be promiscuous. I did not want her to be wholesome I needed her to be, because if you've seen in the comic books, She-Hulk be getting it in.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a comedy, so I'm down with Marvel experimenting with comedy and all this stuff.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. But again, shadows. I know the CGI didn't have shadows and all this stuff. You saw it with some of the other characters that like Hulk and all of them, but she ain't got. It appears like they ain't finished her CGI yet, so hopefully they get that down pat. But other than that, looked fun. Awkward CGI, but like I said, we still 2 or 3 months away.
The Abomination looked a little bit off, but still looked decent.
Yeah, the Abomination had his shadows, so you can still tell that he still got that fully developed. So I'm looking forward to it. Uniqo, your thoughts on She-Hulk Attorney Law?
I mean, at this point, I mean, if you follow the show this whole time, since we've been all together like this, man, we've all been saying, how do we bring in She-Hulk? How do we bring in? And I can hear my boy Monray saying, that don't even make sense. That don't make no kind of sense. I can hear him saying that. And Disney just out here in this world right now, just dropping shit. And then you're going to see people when you're going to see them, period. So like, how we going to do Planet Hulk? It don't matter. Disney said, I got these licenses. I have these characters. Mickey Mouse.
I got the money.
I got this. Y'all ain't said I did nothing bad yet. What we say, the worst of the worst at this point, if we're going to call it the worst, is Falcon and Winter Soldier. I believe that's what we agreed on.
That's still liked, by the way. It's
not a bad series. It's just like, oh, okay.
It's just a little off-putting.
It got a little deep in some places that, but Disney was experimenting during COVID, is what it is. So
they're like, everybody's stuck
deep, but it didn't really go deep. It's like I'm on surface level deep, and it's like
I'm still a big fan of like What If. They did good with What If, in my opinion, as far as even animated stuff goes.
And the last one was the most popular one. I think Moon Knight was rated the most popular among viewership. So
it's up there. Definitely 1 or 2 can be,
it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
I was happy. I can't wait.
I like it more than WandaVision,
because that's how they exactly like WandaVision came out of left field. We just thought Disney was bull stuffing. Like, here we just go. What if Vision and Wanda was in a sitcom? No, it was deeper than that. So maybe She-Hulk, maybe she's not quite a lawyer. I don't know. But as long as she's like Tori said, a booze drinking, free independent woman, let's get it.
I was about to say freak for all y'all didn't know.
I was about to say.
Tori, how do you feel about the?
Hey, you already know. After I watched that, I was like, we lit, because I'm here for it. Because like I said, I got that feeling from when they showed us Love and Thunder. We're entering like this comic book wonder, like fun phase with Marvel for a little bit, and I feel like it's gonna lead us into Null, and it's gonna be very dark and very scary. But I'm here because she embodies the energy from the comic. Like Zelmay said, couple kinks in the CG that I have no doubt that they will hopefully fix before everything's said and done. It looks like it's going to be fun. I'm here for it. I'm not going to take it too serious. but maybe they'll surprise us and throw like some serious stuff in there that's gonna change everybody's minds. Like, oh, so,
I mean, is Hulk even set up right now? He's not like even set up.
Well, they kind of
he's
got.
the ultimate side character
Yeah.
in Marvel right now for some reason.
They could
They're
use him for
like,
Universal
It's
because
hit
Universal
or miss on a movie with the Hulk.
Universal own him, so they can't really like use him outside.
Yeah, they can't.
Well,
They
they
gotta
can
be
use
careful
him
with
because Disney kind of like lead with Universal, but they can't make a movie about him.
Yeah,
He can be in all the movies. That's how his contract set up.
Small.
I mean, I think the biggest thing he has is Thor cameo and how he was at that like post blip therapy session and was like, yeah, I've been talking to a guy. Like that was just like it.
But he's always in the movies. He can be like he can literally be the main character too. It just can't be called the Hulk. That country of Universal is weird. It's a weird country. It's the way different from Sony. Sony got like we got the rights. Unless your movie is 25 minutes or less, you can't put Spider-Man in it. Something like that. Hulk is like, yeah, you can use the Hulk all you want as long as the movie not called the Hulk. That's all it is.
Because Universal is gonna make a horrible movie sometime again, right?
Even though
that could be a good idea.
Even though I don't think they're gonna use, I think they might have gave it back right now. Y'all can let us know in the comments. Let us know if they gave the movie back. I'm not sure. So that's why I think we get
I feel like if they gave it back, we'd already be hearing about a Hulk movie.
But we are hearing about World War Hulk though. We are kind of hearing about World War Hulk coming out. So I'm thinking they might
give
it back soon.
Introduction of She-Hulk is kind of a big deal, unless
no, because She-Hulk, she's a character that's been around a lot of people. So
She-Hulk can be with the Defenders technically.
She's got some Fantastic Four in her too.
She's sort of the perfect character where they've been trying to shine a light on. I hate to say like the B-League superheroes. They've been trying to shine a light on them, make some of them more prominent. She's probably the perfect hero to do that because she's like right in between of being B-League and A-League. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be her and Daredevil and them like that.
Yeah.
Maybe Jessica Jones, Luke Cage.
Oh man, we forgot about them.
Yo, by the way, if y'all on Disney Plus, I don't know if y'all are, but if you are, they are pushing the Defenders. Like except for, of course, we know they ain't talking about what's his name. I don't even want to remember his names. That was so terrible. Netflix did. But everybody else they pushing. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil. They are pushing.
Iron Fist.
That was a nice.
We don't. That's not Iron Fist. That's some other dude. We don't know who that dude is.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't.
That didn't happen.
You gave Danny Rand a bad name.
So, but they pushing everybody else. I haven't seen one about Iron Fist, but they pushing everybody. Jessica Jones, they pushing.
Iron Man could have been so dope.
But we're gonna see. I'm having a fun time with Marvel. Phase 4. I know some people hasn't liked it as much. Some of you are weirdos, by the way. We got to talk about that. Some of you just basically like, I'm tired of women characters and I'm tired of people that's not white male. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of
big sentiments. The patriarchy's still alive, people.
Where are the white male main characters? Spider-Man the only one. I'm like, bro, it sounds very weird that you hate every movie except for white lead main character. I ain't racist or nothing. That's the new thing going on. But hey, I'm just saying, if you hate every movie they put out that didn't have a white male lead, you might need to look into that.
Wrestling would have been a lot better if it was just Sable that walked out.
Yeah. We didn't need Jackie.
So, that's where
I got to Life is not a Quentin Tarantino movie, people. Okay.
And there's something we're going to talk about later. If you think Stone Cold and CM Punk walking out was not unprofessional, but Sasha is, also look at yourself then too. I'm just saying.
All of that is knowing your worth. Yeah. And Sasha.
We're going to get into that minute. We're going to get into that minute, but we got some other stuff. We got some quick hits though.
Like tying it in with the diversity and how y'all niggas hate it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You gotta call it out. You gotta be honest with stuff. We got people on the news blaming video game when the dudes say, "I hate black people," essentially on everything. Like, oh, is it video games? No, it's not. He said it.
No, it's racism, people.
But let's go to Freddie Gibbs. It's gonna be a quick hit. Let's do a quick hit. I'm gonna have a little thing come across the screen right now.
With the Butcher.
How do y'all feel about Freddie Gibbs every month getting beat up by Jim Jones, Benny the Butcher, and groups and all that? He always wishes his girlfriend who's like in porn. What's her name?
Oh, God.
She's the OnlyFans girl. I can't remember her name, but she be rocking the bald fade. I done seen her splooged on before.
SWs for the win.
Oh, I ain't goes. Okay, he got one that's on, like they said, OnlyFans or something. My bad. I don't know if she was on. Well, it's technically so ain't no problem.
And it's okay if she is. She's not. You're not.
Yeah, I was saying it's 2022.
SW
They're making bank on OnlyFans.
Shout out to the 7-day free trials, bro.
Joe is on all
Reddit.
Matter of fact, if you have one, put it in the comments so Joe can like hit it up. He will promote you on his Twitter.
No, only if you give him the 7-day free trial.
It's 7 days. Some people have been known to give the $4.99 for me.
What he's saying is like he don't know if it's good, so he can't promote it if he don't know. You know what I mean? He
wants to see how intimate those goddamn on-demand messages are.
I'm just saying, I've seen people just go like this and be like, $20.98 for that. What?
Hey, no, I saw one. Think about Belle Delphine, how she's back, bro. She had something like freaking however many thousands of subscribers, all paying $35 a month, bro.
Just to see after the first month of now, you know what she's offering,
and they pay it every month. She retired for a whole year. She just came back, and look at how Twitter's acting. They're like, Belle Delphine's back. Oh my God, she's gonna sell us all some of her bathwater.
Well, unfortunately,
we do, as this podcast theme is, we do support a woman.
Hey, Belle Delphine, come on the podcast.
Hey, Tori, trying to let's go. Let's do it. But
what's Freddie Gibbs' girl name? Do we have that? Is that in the profile? Do we have that?
It's Erica Dixon.
Excuse me, her name is Erica what?
I was about to say what?
Are you trolling?
Yeah, Erica Dixon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Y'all go support, man.
Is that the one that is she the one that had like the fade?
She did it one time. I don't know if she got it now.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure it was the one I was thinking about. Is she with him every time he's gotten beat up? Because they packed him out.
I know she's been to two of them, so she's been on two.
I watched the video a couple times, and the way they mobbed him, and it's so horrible because he sticks out because he's just extra tall and bald and extra dark, and they just.
You can't
Why would you go to Buffalo if you were beefing with 1/3 of Griselda? What are you doing? And Benny the Butcher wasn't even in Buffalo at the time.
Who's got that many niggas in one place like that?
Like Benny the Butcher, bro. Griselda, Conway the Machine.
Yo, Freddie Gibbs just need to stay out of New York, just because
he be beefing. He be picking like the realest niggas to beef with.
No, I feel
all the rap niggas. He picks the realest ones.
Shout out to him though, because he keep talking.
One or two things. One or two things happened. That was like mad random, and he just so happened to be at the place they was all eating.
Or the Butcher pressed the button from the archipelagos.
And the third option is somebody was like, "Hey, this dude is talking crazy about other people from New York. Let's get him."
Griselda in Buffalo is crazy. You can't talk about Conway, freaking West Side Gun, or Benny the Butcher in Buffalo. Like, that is their city, for real, for real. Them niggas got billboards up, like legitimate billboards all over the city, like BMF style, only without the criminal aspect.
I think assault is criminal, but we'll go. We can let.
No, we don't know. We don't know if those were. There wasn't nobody wearing a Griselda chain or nothing that was beating them up.
But allegedly,
but shout out to Griselda though, like the greatest lyricists in rap today, in my opinion. All three of them top tier.
Surviving it and going with the lumps on his head and performing in your city.
I did. He went to perform Knotted Up, yo.
Yeah, that's why I say shout out to my man. Talk. And he keep talking,
He's from Indiana, bro.
He keep talking.
From Indiana.
Gary, Indiana cats, I know if they don't do nothing else, they are not going to fold, bro. I ain't never seen no Gary do fold.
They take some lumps and keep on coming back.
Yeah. He'll be back in Buffalo. He might spend a whole week.
Oh, I don't know. He might want to leave Buffalo.
He said leave for a little bit to give it a break.
Bruh, it's Griselda. And I'm not trying to be funny. Have you seen what Conway and West Side Gun look like? No, just leave.
To be fair, I don't really know them like that, so I don't know they like Creed and their heritage.
Oh, see, Joe, I feel like you would love Griselda. They're like as real hip hop gets,
Oh
like
yeah,
next
so
level.
for everybody to know, when I say multiple times, he got beat up also around Christmas time by Jim Jones.
Yeah, Jim Jones slapped him up. I remember that. Damn, like I said, it's always New York niggas.
What
So
did you do to upset these New York
he talked
cats?
crazy to him.
For what?
Hey, what happens when academics finally catches him? What if academics
If
puts the
if
hands
if
on Freddie?
Act be the only one to lose, bro, Act, you can't leave that down.
No,
You gotta,
I think Act. What if Act catches the dub?
One on ones?
yo,
Bruh, Act
technically,
just
Freddie ain't
comes
got
up
one on
behind
one
him.
either.
Look,
He
Act
technically
comes
jumped
up
every
behind
time.
him, gives him the old school wrestling belly slam, just grabs him by the waist and pulls him to the ground, starts giving him the swim bang.
I'm
It could
just
be crazy.
I'm just keeping everybody lifted up in prayer, man. And it does not take 20 niggas. But that's
Yo, as long as
what
these rappers just keep fighting, you guys. As long as no one's getting stabbed or shot, I'm all for it. Just duke it out. Just duke it out.
if that's the best we can take out of this, I'll take it.
That's
But
the
getting
best way to go about
jumped is
it.
like anybody get a clear lick on you. That's why you can get up, take that lick.
Oh yeah, because we saw from the video, hey, Freddie need to pay his security more. But I don't even think, man, because bruh. But see, I be worried about because you have cases like think about when that happened to Draco the Ruler earlier this year. They had a big group like that, and he died. Somebody stabbed him. You know what I mean? So it's kind of something to think about. Your security is not doing their job if you can get packed out like that. Like this dude got lumped up for real, and he's supposed to be a sizable artist.
Yeah, all I know is
somebody should have got
6ix9ine is way better prepared for the beast than Freddie Gibbs is. Even though 6ix9ine will put on the front, he'll have the police with him driving off.
Yeah, that's what Freddie Gibbs should do. He needs to hire a couple of white people so they think that you're under.
Oh yeah, I hate to say he needs to tap into the retired police officer pool because
that's when black folk will try you when you with other black folk, as sad as it sounds.
But they ain't gonna try you. If there's an old white man with a gun, they're not finna try you.
Because you're going down if you touch Admiral Sergeant Kennedy.
I was gonna say he is gonna shoot you for looking at him wrong.
Or if you beat them up, you going to jail because somehow they always they gonna find you. Then they gonna really find you.
That camera footage they had of them all them jumping. Oh, they would have had all 20 of them.
Oh yeah, they probably need gonna search her. That's who? That's a rapper. That's what they do. What? That's what they do.
How many people left without paying their bill after that? Because I definitely would have been amongst.
Oh no, they look like they was gonna get you, dog. They like, no, you gotta pay this. In another news, we have K-Dot. K-Dot dropped the video for N95, and of course we talked about
N95 is such a banger.
Yeah. He dropped the video for it, and people were kind of upset. I ain't seen this crazy Monte style. He said he saw more of it. But yeah, people were kind of upset. The Jesus imagery of him looking like he wasn't technically on a cross, so I think a lot of people overreacted. But
people are always going to be touchy about religion.
But again, he's nowhere near the first artist to do that. We saw, bro. It's so many rappers that have been on the cross. It's like every rapper. I think Drake might have did it one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake.
He had not ambitious as damn it, Scarface. They did it in that one video.
Kanye did a whole song called Jesus Walks. When we watched him carry the cross through the hood.
Light skinned Jesus at that.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's been done 100 times.
Even though we all know Jesus probably looked like Osama bin Laden.
Why would you pick that one out of all? You just get random name. Like that, what's the crazy?
Well, no, I'm just saying. If you look at the geographical territory, look at Jerusalem, okay, and look at what the people there look like. I'm just saying.
I think he made this video in 2 days, by the way, because he just got to Nigeria, and like all the imagery is from there. So,
yo, man,
that wouldn't be surprising. You know, K-Dot's he got a plan for everything though.
I would imagine somebody
Yeah, I
scouting
hear
out.
playing on the Xbox 360 out here. Getting it.
I was like, you ain't trying to upgrade that room for them people?
I don't know how easy it is to get like a new Xbox to another country, but maybe.
Like they flat screen was like leaning on the wall, like like
It was kind of crazy.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? He looked like he belonged. Like it was like, oh, he's just a regular dude.
Hey, I had that exact same thought. I was like, he does not look out of place.
Like you see this multi-person that might be that made $100 million playing the Xbox 360 in Ghana in 2022. You be like, he looks normal. He's worth like $100 million. He's on his own company now. He's on his own record label, worth $100 million probably.
To be fair, he got an El Camino into Africa, so
Joe's like an El Camino, yo.
And
I mean,
he might have
it's hard to get one here.
He might have brung the flat screen, dog.
He probably
Maybe.
He might have just had the flat screen. Like,
somebody plug this house up.
I got a flat screen.
He brought a generator with him.
Yo, shout out to Africa. I heard it's a beautiful place, amazing. I think the culture probably amazing and fun to be around.
If you're that close to the oil fields, how much does gas actually cost there?
Probably more. This poor country, Joe. They don't want you walk. You better walk.
I'd say it probably costs more.
You better walk.
You better walk. It ain't like gas cheap in Texas. Texas got a bunch of oil. It's one in right before you get to.
I was saying, especially you got to think with all the people there. The more people, the more it's going to cost.
Yeah, so they don't care about that. They don't care about how close the oil is. They be like, hey, y'all might gonna pay more because we feel like it's capitalism, baby.
Never forget, we've still barely even touched our own reserves.
Like I said, near New Orleans, right before you get to Texas, they got a city, basically an oil rig city. So, so yeah,
one of those places where you can't light the lighter outside.
Oh, you better not. All you smell is smoke. I'm like, how do y'all live here without having cancer, dog? What is going on? It's like black smoke in the sky. It's daylight, dog. It's dark outside.
Oh, they got
Steel City. I think it's called Steel City. Let me see what it was called. I forgot.
I thought that was Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's their nickname. Let's see the Steel City.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought Pittsburgh was Steel City.
Yeah, like this city might legit actually be called Steel City.
Be made of steel.
Like, I guess Superman's first home.
He bending all the girders.
Like, I can't do nothing about all this smoke though. I
can't blow it away or nothing.
I ain't do nothing about that, but you got a girder I can grab.
Yeah, you need something bent, I can bend it.
I can bend it, man. I got it. I got this.
You guys know Superman used to be in ads for cigarettes back in the day too?
And didn't have one cigarette in his mouth though.
Superman used to be a smoker and still blowing down houses.
Had them good long. Morgan City. It's called Morgan City, but they called it like the Steel City, something other. But it's called Morgan City.
Oh, okay.
Well, we learned something on this show.
Yeah, educational.
But how do y'all feel? Y'all feel like so? With everybody saying overreaction, yeah.
Overreaction. Yeah, I mean, it's just imagery, man.
It's art, bro. Chill.
Y'all don't give a damn about the religion as a whole because y'all don't give a damn about the values. So
go say something about Roe v. Wade. Quit worrying about what Kendrick's doing.
Yeah. Anything.
Let this man make art. He's trying to give you a soundtrack to revolutionize. Now go start a revolution.
But he also had something I'm gonna do a Zell theory on, by the way.
That might be a little extreme. I take that back. Revolutions are overrated.
Tor said he is not part of the fund the police category.
I was gonna say I take that. I don't want to have to shoot nobody because god dang blatant chaos runs out.
And January 6th just didn't go over well. It was just a bad joke. It just did not land. January 6th did not land.
No, it didn't.
Like I am the most privileged just based off of looks, and you have the nerve.
Hey, listen, bro. Wanda Sykes saw Will Smith slap Chris Rock, and she is the most devastating human being on the planet. Listen.
And it's not because she didn't come there. She didn't say anything about during those Buffalo shootings that how traumatized she was. She's
traumatized because her friend got slapped, Joe. Don't invalidate feelings, Joe. Just because she's a rich lady who was like a while away from somebody getting slapped, which if she probably done seen 100 people get slapped in her life, hopefully, unless she's been the most privileged human being to never see a fight before. But she is devastated, Joe. You can't invalidate her feelings. That really, because I don't know why they keep asking her about this slap because it happened months ago, and I'm like, how are you still devastated?
Oh, let's get her expert opinion on niggas getting slapped.
One of the slides, we have a show for you. We gotta invite her and don't tell her what the show about. And then hey, we got a compilation of people getting slapped. Do you want to watch?
Not to trigger you or anything.
I feel like not to trigger you or anything. Can you just take a look here for a little bit? Remember the black tape on from Yu Yu Hakusho? Just like,
the chapter black, yeah. Chapter black. You just.
It's like
it was enough
like,
to make him want to kill the whole human race. He was like, I know I'm a human, but they all need to die.
I need to go too. I need to go too. We got good medicine for cancer. I don't need that right now. I kill y'all.
The chapter black tape was wild. There was a part of me as a kid that really actually wanted to see it though, because I was a messed up kid. I was like, I wonder what was actually on the chapter black tape.
Y'all remember?
See, now I'm menacingly stroking a cat. Straight supervillain vibes.
You don't recall Rotten.com? I'm pretty sure that's pretty close to
yeah. I'd like to think that is very close to probably what was on the chapter black.
My ex-girlfriend.
I just hate that it had. Why did it have to be chapter black?
Because of course that's the most evil thing you could ever be.
It couldn't just be like chapter human.
Yeah, we have one more topic before we get into the main topic that everybody's here for. Carol Levine has literally been like stalking black women for the last week, and it's the most entertaining thing to me on earth. like she is what every girl claims every dude do to them because they pretty. Like she is literally like holding up the thing, hiding behind a corner doing like this every time making a step and take a picture. Everybody like, why is she doing this? It's the most random thing. Any thoughts on Carol Levine stalking Doja Cat, Meg Thee Stallion, Lil Kim? They actually had a video of last week of her like following Lil Kim around.
Man, I tell you what, you thought Chapter Black, Chapter White's the sequel.
Carol Levine.
I guess so.
I'm serious out here. Like I was like, what drug is she on? She wasn't even like, you know how you help a girl with their dress and make it look like bro, she didn't even try. She would just made it look like she was trying. Get her out of here.
It was like she was acting badly.
Oh yes. It's like, I'm doing this so they take pictures of me. Doing this for you, for your picture. So they can say
crazy.
It's real cringe.
Yo, then she's on her like on all fours, like sniffing. What's her name?
Is it self-aware? Did you guys get a self-aware vibe from it though?
I feel like she had no self-awareness at all.
No, like
that's what I was thinking. Like, because I kind of try and get a gauge on like how self-aware a person is when something. Because some people are just cringe to be cringe. You know what I mean? But with her, it felt really authentic. Like I didn't feel like she like was in on the or knew what was. I was like,
isn't that how psychopathy works? Like you just lose all grips of reality and create. Isn't that what it's?
When she was on all fours and just randomly sniffing on what's the name, I was like, this is
mad.
Yeah.
Right. If
that was crazy.
If that was me, I'm just like, oh man, my manic bipolar just took over.
If that was you, Joe, you'd probably be in jail, dog.
I've been in some wild raves and stuff, so I'd have let it fly.
She didn't have a handler.
Hey,
Tori,
maybe there's a no leash law.
Tori, listen to her. Tori, you are in a rave. It's like expected that somebody can be weird. She's like in a space where it's just her and the other person open, and she's just randomly sniffing her. And I'm like, what are you doing?
But they're famous people, so anytime can be a rave.
What's her attachment to
black women?
To just Meg Thee Stallion because she sat next to her, and then she's just all at this photo.
Joe, when they were talking, her and Doja Cat, and then she's like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? How did you show up? What are you doing?
Like, is this like trying to have fun, yo?
They would not let me do that. As a black male, I could not go up there and do what she did. I don't care.
You're a male. You just can't walk around sniffing women all day without being like a weird. It better be your girlfriend.
This is Black China and Rob Kardashian all over again, man.
Man, they would have put 2 pair of cuffs on me just to make
Yeah.
sure I go nowhere.
Yo,
First
sir,
time you sniffed somebody.
yo, she was on all fours sniffing her leg, dog, and I'm like, this is the
He has no
strangest.
prior history.
Yeah.
This is the strangest thing I've ever seen.
If he does that next award show, I think that all black women should stand up. Chapter, I'm telling you, the chapter white chapters of the world is gonna be insane, dog. It already started.
Pack her out like Freddie Gibbs.
Man, bro, if y'all put y'all hands on that white lady, oh my god.
Yo, Meg might need to do it for the it's redeemed.
I was gonna say after Daystar Peterson gets off scot-free, Meg's gonna have some splaining to do. Because he's not Tory until he gets off scot-free. He gave Tories a bad name. His name is Daystar Peterson, okay?
Towards unless we're not saying he's getting off, unless he get off, his name is Daystar.
Yeah, if he gets off, he can be Tory again.
Well, right now, she cannot show any type of violence whatsoever.
I ain't gonna lie though, if she really
What if her girl? Do y'all think her friend shot her?
I don't have no clue, Tori. Tori, you asking me to do God's work? I don't know her well enough to get canceled for or against her. Or I don't know Daystar either.
Yeah,
So
I was
we're
gonna say,
the real Daystar.
Daystar has kept the same story the whole time, though.
All I know is, I ain't gonna lie,
he been mad consistent.
Meg thighs look amazing. Let's go.
Yeah, and she lied to Gail Kim. Not get Gail Kim. I had wrestling on the brain.
Speaking of wrestling,
Meg should do an interview with Gail Kim though.
Speaking of wrestling, we have the biggest thing in wrestling for a minute now. What we have Sasha Banks, as we stated earlier, and Naomi walking out of Raw after they were supposed to main event. Stories has been flying everywhere that Naomi is supposed to win. That's like a consistent story. But the other story is some people say she's supposed to pin Sasha. Some people said she was going to pin somebody else. They weren't even supposed to interact. One of them said it's supposed to start a rivalry. Somebody else said Naomi was going for Bianca. Sasha was going for Ronda. They both were supposed to lose. A bunch of different stuff happened. And apparently WWE said that they said the women were unsafe. Everybody else said that's a complete made-up story. They don't know where it came from. All the reporters said they don't know where WWE got that from. They just made it up, which, as usual for WWE, I'm not gonna lie. E-drones can get mad or not. I think I defended WWE enough that
that is not a sight out of Vince McMahon's playbook. That is definitely a plausible thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, essentially, we don't know what happened in that situation. We got one side of the story. Seems a little untrue, but it could be. We know the situation with Dumb and Dumber and how a lady tried to lie on them, even though Dumber has text messages on the dumb girl. And y'all excuses, she 19, she don't know better. Yo, listen, you can't just make excuses when she's trying to set a man up, right? You can't say, come pick me up and then we'll split and then do this and all that stuff. Watch Albert Preach break down, watch Dave break down, watch the H3 podcast, watch all that so you get a full understanding of that. We ain't going in that. But we try not to give Dumb and Dumber too much credit, even though I'm going to say don't lie on them. I do have to say that publicly, right? Because I can't be a hater, but don't lie on people just because, even if they're stupid. There might be morons.
Even if you don't agree with their takes, you shouldn't stoop so low as to freaking straight out.
Like, they make themselves look bad enough. You don't have to make up a story. Just go put on their podcast. They gonna do something stupid.
But that's just dangerous as a whole. And nowadays, like, we're just saying stuff like that can get people hurt or in trouble. Or
yeah, so that is also a little thing I just wanted to touch on a little bit because we don't want people going to jail or getting accused of something, and you slick and you trying to be slick with it, like. Oh, I wore his shirt. I went in his room. I had his shorts on.
If you send 100 DMs to 100 girls.
Yes, they can look stupid themselves. You don't have to help them. It's a reason I call them Dumb and Dumber. It's a legit reason I call them Dumb and Dumber. They hurt themselves. Dumb, not so much. Dumb is dumb because he follows dumber. So that's the biggest problem here. But in this case, Sasha Banks, and it goes back to the question. I'm going to ask y'all again just in case you haven't done it. Like and subscribe, do all that stuff. It's a special thanks, all that stuff in the comments. I just have to get it. By the way, got merch out. But do you do you think walking out of work is unprofessional? Because I have seen that narrative, and I also seen the narrative that you know your worth, and if they're not treating you out, you walk out. I'm gonna say mine first, and then we just gonna have a complete discussion. Most of us will walk out of a job, right? Like we not gonna pretend like if a job mistreat us, we're not just gonna walk out. A lot of us won't even give a 2-week notice. We just like, yo, I'm not treated right. I'm not doing this. I'm walking out. So to hold somebody else to being professional, and we'll do it. And if you don't, you part of this. You part of the American sheep system in which you just
a rare breed.
You can't call people sheep when you get disrespected at work and you just keep working. I'm not saying just quit right away. You look for most people. I would require you to look for another job first. As soon as I get disrespected, I'm looking for another job instantly. Yo, what else y'all got out here? And then work through them 2 or 3 weeks and then quit. Sasha got jobs already lined up, so I'm pretty sure she has stuff lined up. Naomi probably won't get fired. She's like related to the bloodline.
I still think it could be a work.
It could be, but it's too many random people that knows it's talking on it in a weird support way without absolutely supporting it.
Maybe we're gonna get unionization finally. They're independent contractors at the end of the day. That's what people have to remember.
Yeah, and you can do that too. They can hold your contract and you don't have to work. A lot of wrestlers did it. Shawn Michaels done walked out. Stone Cold done walked out. Jeff Hardy just walked out.
The Rock's walked out. Brock's walked out.
You know what I'm saying? Roman never walked out, but he technically like, hey, I'm not going to work because COVID unsafe. So yep. He's like, I'm not coming to work.
And he had a compromised immune system from having cancer.
His excuse is probably
blame him.
His reason is the best because it's legit, and WWE show couldn't do nothing about that because like if you say, man, hey, my immune system is
Sasha's like, your woman's division is garbage without me. You're gonna give me what I want. I make this division.
And she had an interview with Stone Cold where she basically said at one point, I'm such a boss, I'm on the level of Vince because I can still do whatever I want without needing you. She said it on the Stone Cold.
That's a fact. She got a Disney out now. That's a different level.
And let's be honest, Snoop Dogg can hook up with a lot of stuff too. And
I was saying Snoop Dogg's her cousin.
She got
she could be the newest star. She could be the newest artist on Death Row Records tomorrow.
And she doesn't have she can start a podcast that with her loyal fan base would go crazy.
Oh yeah, and she's still one of the best one of the best wrestlers, period, in the world today.
2.3 million followers on Twitter. That's easily enough
on Twitter alone. That's
Twitter
not counting.
And Twitter is hard to get followers.
Yeah, on. Twitter is the hardest
social media to get.
I'm the best YouTube people don't even have that many followers on Twitter. They might have them on Twitch and all that stuff on YouTube, but on actual Twitter, for people to want to see what you tweet about. Yeah, over 1 million. Oh yeah,
5.5 million on IG. She works with Disney. She always got a part of it. I don't think she has a personal YouTube. Oh, does she have a personal YouTube?
If she does, it's
her boyfriend's an executive of some sort, isn't he? Or he works in some higher.
He works for WWE. He's one of them. He does their clothing. I don't know officially if it's a business that he owns or something. But he made Logan Paul and them uniform for WrestleMania.
She dating the costume nigga?
Yeah, so he's with WWE. I don't know if
that's why the wig be so dope.
But yeah, I think she'll be good even if she left WWE. AEW would 100% knock on her door, but I don't know if she'll still do wrestling.
I don't think she'd make the jump.
Yeah. If she did,
too lowbrow for her.
If she went to AEW, she's #1 wrestler in the company, regardless.
Yeah, they would have to give her the belt immediately, and Tony Khan doesn't like to do that. Yeah, if Tony Khan doesn't give the belt to you should have been done. Gave that belt should have went to Hangman. That from Hangman to Bryan Danielson or CM Punk months ago.
If we being honest. She bigger than most of the men because I just gave you them stats on her Twitter usage. I'm just saying.
I guarantee you, she got more Twitter. She got more Twitter followers than CM Punk.
Let's see how many CM Punk got on Twitter. We're gonna look.
CM Punk's probably got 1.5 million.
Actually, they kind of close. He got 2.7.
Oh, okay.
He's been around for a long time, y'all.
He has.
What about his?
And after coming back from, he had a lot of those before he went missing for 7 years.
But he has less than 1 million on Instagram. So
There you go. She got
5.5 million.
million.
Yeah. So overall, he's probably bigger. Chris Jericho has how many?
I don't go to Instagram to go check out CM Punk.
That's what I'm saying. So, but you go see her though.
On Instagram, I want to see Sasha. I want to see
Chris Jericho got 3.6 million. So she gonna be in that realm of people. So,
and he's got a second job. He's got the music fan base. So, and
oh god, I wish his music would just blow up so he would leave wrestling.
But yes,
she was that man on a permanent world tour.
He's been pushing since '99.
Bro,
her rivalry with Britt Baker,
97 for real.
Sasha can make Britt Baker a star, like easily. So
yeah, Sasha can make any of those girls that have a little bit of talent a star.
She got the tag belts, which are the most irrelevant belts in history, and she got like WrestleMania pops. She on every pay-per-view. Finn Balor ain't been on a pay-per-view. I mean, not Finn Balor. The Intercontinental Championship or the U.S. Championship hasn't been on a pay-per-view since last WrestleMania 37. Which is a crazy stat, by the way. That neither one of them has been defended.
That is wild.
Yeah.
We just had WrestleMania 38, so it's been a year since one of those belts has been defended. Well, it might be just the Intercontinental, but I know.
Yeah, because I feel like no, that might be right because it's usually just the main titles and the tag titles.
Yeah, U.S. title ain't been on because Shinsuke didn't have a title match for like a year. So man just had the belt and never fought for the title. Was in tag team.
Just keep inexplicably throwing him out of King of the Rings and Royal Rumbles. Just get him out of here. Thought y'all wanted.
They might have been on the show, but they went like I know Shinsuke and what's his name was U.S. title and him and his partner. Hope we get well soon.
Yeah, shout out Rick Boogs. Yeah. That was a.
But they were doing tag team matches every pay-per-view. They weren't even defending the belts.
I was about to say he was the singles champion that was in a better tag team.
Yeah, so basically Sasha and them put the belts on the map. They have no competition, but they made the belts famous. They took them everywhere. They are shown everywhere. They were showcased. It felt important just because she had the belt. And let's be honest, her and Bayley kept WWE alive before Roman got back. And
think her and Bayley did a stunt where they were the tag team champions and the Raw and SmackDown singles champions.
Yeah, yes, and they got
they did the whole bloodline thing before the bloodline,
and they kept the belt, and they was on TV 4 or 5 times an episode, so they just kept the show alive until Roman got back. So you got to give.
We're still waiting for Bayley's great return. They need to, wherever Bayley comes, they need to put the belt on her immediately. I don't care who has it.
But it's incredible though. It's I don't know what they're gonna do. Like they said, Naomi and Sasha are supposed to lose.
It's a work though.
I don't know if Bayley and them write cryptic tweets or Shayna Baszler writing cryptic tweets if it's a work. It'd be more probably like open support.
I think it could be a work, bro.
It's a little weird when people start randomly like trying not to get fired but actively supporting.
I don't know. It could be a work.
I don't think Vince is clever enough for this booking wise to make this work with all this.
I don't know. He said the N-word on TV and got away with it. He might be clever enough to work an angle.
He don't know how social media works unless Pat McAfee helped him use like he's like, hey, y'all get together. Logan Paul, he called Logan Paul, hey Logan.
I was about to say Logan Paul just gave him a quick one. He gave him a course, had Jake come by and help him.
Hey Logan, how do I get this over? That's something Jake Paul would do.
This scripted tweet off.
That would 100% be something Jake Paul would do. Jake Paul would be like, hey,
I'm not believing nothing until I see a future endeavor letter.
Well, we know she did leave for almost a year after WrestleMania one day. So
but that's just because she told him. But Naomi could really get fired because if you think about it, Jey Uso's on thin ice. He been all the DUIs and the cussing out the police and all that. Like,
well, like Dave said, if Roman goes to bed, it gets real sticky for me.
Oh yeah, that's the key linchpin here. on where, and it's messed up, but it's the truth. It's where does Roman fall in all this? Because at the end of the day, whether Vince wants to admit it or not, he's the ultimate decision maker.
Yeah, and
your whole promotion is on this man.
Like I told Tori, 3 people WWE can't lose, or they just AEW: Sasha, Roman, and Bianca.
Yeah,
and if you
same way that Tony Khan can't afford. If Tony Khan loses MJF, it's bad news over there.
But why did I pick those 3 specific? Because Bayley, if I had a roster of wrestlers, Bayley might be my number 1 pick. But
yeah, Bayley is a phenomenal wrestler, and
Bayley can get any script that I write, and she somehow hits it out of the park. Her, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens.
Ding dong, hello. She got over with ding dong, hello.
Her, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens can literally get anything that WWE feed them, and they can get it over. I'm like, bro,
they make it amazing.
Bro, go back and look at some of Bayley's. Look at some of her promos, and the stuff they have her say is so stupid, but she'll deliver it in such a way that you'll be like, oh, this worked. Because Lacey Evans had a terrible promo.
I can see Bayley on SNL in the future, yo. Yeah. I sound mad old saying that.
But
it's been a while since WWE had representation.
But
right now and then, but he wasn't affiliated with WWE like that. He was Hollywood at that point.
Sasha, I think Sasha showed up once or something, but again,
oh, they would have flipped shits if she hosted.
This is the thing though. Why I said I gave Bayley, Sami, and Kevin Owens this compliment because of this. I picked those 3 because you can give them anything as a wrestling company. They're my first picks because they can make anything work in all of wrestling. If it just
and they have the ability to back it up.
Yeah, so in all of wrestling,
they can all wrestle too. It's not all talking.
You might like CM Punk, you might like MJF, you might like this person, that person. You can give them nothing, and they can somehow make it work. Sami Zayn wasn't on TV.
There's some people that can wrestle broomsticks. That just is what it is.
Oh shit! I would have been good for that when I was 7.
And by the way, AJ Styles can wrestle broomstick, Seth Rollins, but you can't give them anything and it work. You can give.
I don't know. Seth is sort of changing that. Seth's character work is getting.
He is getting on
Seth's
that point.
Character work getting nasty.
Kevin Owens with Ezekiel. This is like.
That's just hilarious.
I'm like, this is the stupidest storyline there ever was. But Kevin Owens so serious about it. He's acting so serious that it worked. And I still say this. You cannot lose Roman. You cannot lose Sasha. You cannot lose Bianca. Why? Mainstream appeal.
These are flagship. These are your flagship wrestlers.
Like Tori said about MJ, they can't lose him because again,
they can't.
Mainstream. The Miz is mainstream too, but the Miz is like worker mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Miz is B-roll.
You could put Sasha as a star of a movie, and it works. Because if you don't have that star power, unless you just decide you're gonna get Pat McAfee and Logan Paul every WrestleMania and hope they do what he did this year, it's gonna be trouble for you. Because Roman is on a part-time. Roman is on a part-time schedule. Basically, he's finna start being on. You already noticing he's not on every show lately.
But let's be honest, he shouldn't have to be at this stage in his career. He's reached that point where once you get so over, you shouldn't be on every show. It diminishes your mystique. It takes away when they see you all the time.
He's becoming special. So if Sasha leaves, you only got Bianca. That's amazing. And she's still young.
She's still getting into her stardom.
Yeah, she hasn't even evolved yet. So Sasha is like Sasha's the one person they won't give the belt to for some reason. But she's still like the most over person.
It's because she's that's a lot like Seth Rollins. He doesn't have to have a belt. He's just amazing.
She do the Kevin Hart thing this morning. She can show up on these shows.
She did the ice bath thing.
Yeah. She can be at ESPN and host it. She can do all these different things. She's on The Mandalorian. She doesn't need.
And she's got celebrity family connections, which bolsters everything else 100 times.
Yeah, because I know. I know Monte will argue the point that it's a bad look. She got connects in Hollywood and stuff like that. If Martha Stewart go to bat for you after she a felon.
Look, I watched Canadian TV the other day. Snoop Dogg is on every Canadian commercial. He's got some crazy diverse revenue bags.
So I want to know
Like,
y'all thoughts. I know I asked at the beginning, but I know I talked a lot. I just want to explain my feeling. But what are y'all thoughts on the Sasha Banks? Tori talked a little bit. Joe, I want to know your thoughts. So Joe been a little quiet.
No,
Man,
just man, you know, it's real easy to stick around somewhere when that's all you got. But when you know you can leave, now that's loyalty. Then when they piss you off, you just like, no, okay, now I'm going to do these better things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You got to look at it. You know, hell,
she's
even
put in the work.
at regular 9 to 5s. At one point, I needed my job. Okay, now I can take the talents and stuff that I have, and I can use them elsewhere. But I'm being loyal. But you see some disrespect, I got to take these other opportunities, type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So and it happens. But some people stick with the loyalty. What Dame Lillard, they keep paying him. So like in the NBA, they keep paying Dame Lillard. So as long as they keep maxing out his contracts, yeah, they gonna keep on grinding because they paying him and they respect him. They might not get him no team around him, but end of the day, that's what Sasha got a lot going for her. She signed with Mickey Mouse. Once you get with Mickey Mouse, sky's limit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they'd love to put her in a Marvel show. Disney love to.
Like Domino from Deadpool. Man, it wouldn't be nothing to put Sasha Banks in that role instead of old girl from Atlanta. Because Sasha Banks,
yeah.
I'm taking at this point. I guess I would take Sasha Banks over the little sitcom girl. Not taking her away from her career, but I'm taking Sasha Banks and putting her on Deadpool 4 or 5.
Sasha got the juice, man.
She might not be Mercedes. Whatever. She don't have to be called Sasha. No
Yeah,
more.
Mercedes Varnado.
She don't have to be called Sasha anymore. Mercedes name rings too. But yeah, it's
that's where I'm at too. I think she tried it and she tried to be as cool with them, and something's not right.
It'd be a crazy blow for them to lose Sasha Banks, though.
But it had to been building up because you don't just get pissed off that one day.
Well, I was about to say, she's already took the sabbaticals before, too. She went straight to Vince and told him, she was like, you're either going to give me a break or I'm going to quit. And he was like, no, go. Take a break by all means. So she's no stranger to going to Vince right face to face. And there ain't too many people that aren't the Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Roman that can do that.
Yeah. I'm to Joe's point about Pat Bev. If Pat Bev say I got a problem, they'll say you can leave. But if Dame say I got a problem in Portland, they'll be like, no, we can work this out.
We all ears.
Yeah. So when Pat told Dame, me and you the same, no, you are not. I don't care how far y'all got in the playoffs. He led his team. You got carried by your team. It's a difference. Y'all are not the same.
Yeah.
I had to get that off because he talking mad trash to people that's better than him. Like you wasn't their backup. Like you was his backup dog. He destroyed Chris Paul when he was in college. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I'm just happy that because whatever it is, she's not gonna be jobless for long. Wherever she does. If I mean, that's not even saying she quit. I don't like that press release though. That press release, man, that the WWE put out, it was a little. We've been waiting to get your ass out of here anyway. That's what I was getting from that press release. It wasn't the most honorable thing. Typically in them situations, you say, Sasha needed some time off. We had creative differences, because you want to keep them. Nah, they
unless they're just gonna throw Johnny Ace under the bus.
Laurinaitis.
I do want to correct. They did. The Rock did cut a promo on Stone Cold. It was kind of a rushed, weird promo, but he did kind of diss him for walking out. It was like something slight though. It wasn't like it was like, oh, I carry this company now because I'm the man. I don't need to be some. It's something simple they do, but they will write it. But it wasn't.
But it worked. It worked. They wrote it and it worked. But I'm in this situation. No, WWE dropping press releases.
Yeah, I don't think they dropped a press release when in a newspaper when stuff.
We probably all laughed about that. Honestly, I didn't know until the day that they was having them issues with Vince like that.
We didn't get a thank you, Vince. We didn't get none of that.
Nope, not a little bit.
Thank you, Vince.
But I think the day that people will be most loving towards Vince McMahon. You know how I feel about Vince. I think he's the greatest of all time when it comes to just being him. But I think
Yeah.
that his day will be unfortunately, the day that he gets his true respect will be the day he passes away, honestly.
Hey, listen, like and subscribe. We got super thanks. We got all that stuff going. Uniqo, what can they find you?
UniqoWilliams.com. I did dodge a robbery from the other day, so I'm good, man. I'm good.
It wasn't Tori, was it?
It is still 11, you know, with you unlocking the door.
It wasn't Tori, was it? I just want to make sure it wasn't Tori.
I can't say that. It's still allegedly Tori.
All right, Tori, how you doing, Dave? Where can they find you?
You already know, Afro Tommy 765 on everything. Catch me in your darkest parts of the interweb.
Yeah, and you know where to find me. Link tree below, podcast, merch, all that stuff. By the way, my thing here, so buy the merch, ZellReacts merch. ZellReacts will be back soon. As soon as tomorrow's out there, will be too. So I'm gonna have some fun. I got some fun stuff I'm working on, just writing. But letting my mind work, letting my mind grind. Hope everybody had a beautiful Thursday. This is Just a Fan.
Ooh, special. Do you hear me coming? Fuck it.